What up, YouTube? It's your boy Zulu God. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I have been having a hard time getting off work. It's just been carrying over later and later every night. By the time I get off, I got to get my workout in, and then it's time to go to sleep, and I have to get right back up. Um, and actually, there's going to be a second part to this. So, just getting into it, people are out here participating, practicing a dating process that I told you is demonic. It is incorrect. It is not the way to go about getting a mate, and it is very dangerous for men. Dating, participating in the dating process is dangerous for men. You take all the risk and have to put in all the work to get little to no results. Um, it's not even about just getting the proper response from women. You're literally putting yourself in danger because the women are interacting with multiple men, and the men that practice data are interacting with multiple women. You are you are head first into a cesspool. And see the difference between courting and dating. Excuse me, I'm driving. I'm doing this, trying to pay attention to the road. The difference between courting and dating is courting is two people not entertaining other people, and it doesn't even really involve sex. It's very little to zero sex. The ideal courting is just bonding, spending time together, getting to know each other without sex. And neither person's having sex with anybody else, talking to anybody else. There is no dealing with other people. It's just you and that other person working to build up to an exclusive relationship and preferably marriage. And you have people who try to mix courting and dating. They try to say they date other people and court the one that they want. No, that's not courting. That's dating. That's just you picking from the litter. You can't entertain other people and say that you're courting. That's like I said, you gotta check the definitions of these things. You have to check the definition of dating, you have to check the definition of courting, and then you have to check the definition of friendship, right? And also go by the true meaning examples when you look at these things. I put a link to a video of what dating really is. You got like a male therapist who is sharing on YouTube his experiences of his clients with their permission. Unlike the lady that was a therapist who got on TikTok and done a rant and went viral, something that she should have known how to do was seek permission or clearance and have a better representation, presentation, and display of proper wording. But her message was wrong altogether. Her message was women go be hoes, men get therapy, get out of therapy, and go be with the hoes, and then they're gonna drive you back to therapy. you know, that's what her message was in a nutshell, if you really picked up on it. But this guy just talking about how one of his clients really liked a woman, spent a significant amount of time getting to know the woman and dating the woman. The whole time she was getting pounded out by a guy behind the scenes, and he wasn't even getting any sex. And then it's like, is it worth getting any sex? Like, me, I don't like to share women. No one, hopefully, I don't share a woman when I'm dealing with a woman, right? But it's not just about the type of sex or who has the bigger dick. It's, my thing is, STDs, and then the average man compared to me just don't have a good hygiene that I have. And then you got to take into account the woman's hygiene, how she's preparing herself. Does she not only have good hygiene, her pH? Does she know how to take care of her womanly part, her body part, which a lot of women today really don't. And how can they manage that when they have sex with somebody else or multiple men? See, there's a lot going on. It's not just, I don't put it off on the women because men date like this too. Juggle multiple women in dating in various ways. I will say that women do have the advantage in dating and sex. We all know that. But the thing is, women get away with being creeps and weirdos versus men can't do that. Women can use men, gold dig, use men, not have any intention to be with that man. They can friend zone as many men they want, and the men will still make an effort to reach out to them and do stuff with them, and then they'll go do these things out of boredom or to get food or whatever. But I don't understand why nobody has figured out what dating is, what courting is, the difference between the two, what friendship is, uh, and the requirements, whether you're dating, courting, or in a friendship status. Like, honesty is required in all of them. All this stuff about something is not none of your business that's the ultimate red flag. When somebody says, well, that's none of your business, and then they try to tell you, like, I had a lady tell me that I would be your friend. I was like, well, what do you mean? What kind of friend are you talking about? She's like, friend. I was like, yeah, but what kind of friend are you talking about? Are you going to be a good friend, or are you going to be a bad friend, which isn't a friend at all? What are you talking about? She's like, so you don't know how to be a friend? I'm like, yeah, I know how to be a friend. Do you know how to be a friend? I was like, we've had interest, and obviously, yeah, I want to try to pursue those interests. You're saying you're not ready and that we can just be friends. So I was like, well, what do I get out of that? Well, we can spend time together. You can hit me up. Okay, well, if you are dating somebody else or sleeping with somebody else, then I don't want to be your friend. She was like, I'm confused. I don't understand. So you don't know how to be a friend? I'm like, yeah, I know how to be a friend. I know the true definition of friendship. You don't. That's what I'm telling you. So if I ask you under terms and conditions of being your friend, which is a mutual affection, part of the definition of friendship, if you go and look at it, a mutual affection is I had a dating interest in you. You know this. So you offer to be my friend. Friendship is a lower status than dating, but honesty is required in both based on the definitions of both. And I have a mutual affection. I started out with a dating interest in order to be your friend. So I'm asking you, if you date somebody else, I can't be your friend. Can't fuck with you. And women, what they do is they turn you guys into currency. They misuse friendship. Everybody does it, but women get to exploit it. They misuse friendship in a way to turn you guys into some type of currency, some type of backup currency, behind the scene type dude, categorized dude. So when you guys go into friend zone, a lot of you guys don't even know what the fuck friend zone is. And the friend zone, really, it isn't a bad thing. It's just you guys didn't know what friend zone is. You know what I'm saying? I tell females all the time, I'm not friends with women and kids. Um, and I've never really been friends with females. I don't have female friends. I don't believe it. And this upsets women. It makes them look at me a certain way. I don't care. Um, but what it does, it frustrates them because they don't know what you're capable of. A lot of them can mistake it as, oh, he don't got no hoes or he don't got women. they want to see you as like, oh, he can't get women, so that takes my attraction level down from him. But really, no, I fool them. That's what I do because I get women in a different way, and I don't do the process the way everybody else does. I go about stuff my own way. You know, now if they want to know something, I straight up tell them. But then my whole way is different. It throws them off, so they don't know what to do. And then when they see me later on down the road, you know, when things didn't go their way, they kept up with the same old bullshit. And here it is. I'm still moving around, still progressing, still looking good, skin shining, clean cut. Then they want to be like, well, I thought you didn't ever think of me again. I'm like, I thought about you. I remember who you are. I'm not brain dead. And it's like, well, would you mind hanging out with me and all? I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like you had an opportunity at first, but you wanted to play games. I don't play games. All you're doing is playing a game. There's nothing these dating coaches can tell you, content creators can tell you, uh, female YouTubers. There's nothing that nobody can tell you anything positive about dating. If you involve yourself in dating, you are automatically setting yourself up for failure. If you're courting and you find somebody that courts, then you are onto something. Stay away from people who don't know the true definition of these things and who misuse friendship. They try to weaponize friendship. That's all they're doing. And I'm pulling up to work. I'm finna get my day in. There will be a part 2 to this. But the scam of dating is a scam. It's demonic. It's dangerous. Uh, Men, you're at a disadvantage. Don't do it. Stop dating. Um, Court. Everywhere you go, court. If you're going to court in the U.S. or overseas somewhere, court. And when I say court, that doesn't mean that that woman that you start courting may be it. You may have to get rid of her. You got to learn how to court and pull the plug and go on to the next and take breaks. That's what you got to learn how to do. This is your boy Zulu. Got to like, share, subscribe, comment. I will be back as soon as I can. Y'all have a good weekend.